Well, for me, because at that stage, when I was growing up, and you're like, that if I tell you, mommy, I want to go out, and you're like, I should not go. I'm angry. I'm frustrated because I want to go out. Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? It's Ngozi, your number one sibling at Fremblings, and with me here is my mom. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Njideka Patience Muo, Mrs.
Yes, this is the woman that gave birth to me, and you all know that this is Omugo season. So she had to come and she had to leave her husband and come here to take care of me and baby. Name. It's good to have you here. It's really good to have you here. On to the topic for today. We're talking about how parents can influence how siblings relate with each other. We've heard news of maybe this parent loves this child more than this child, and how it can actually cause conflict between those two children. So I'll be asking you questions and you'll just be answering us.
It's okay.
Okay, first question. Do you have any regret about how you raised us?
Let me not say it's a regret.
Okay.
But I'm that type of mother that from day one I tried protecting my children.
Okay.
In the sense that I didn't really want them to go out anyhow the way they wanted it.
Like you're being protective
Yes,
of us.
yes, to mingle with people I barely know.
Okay.
So I'm that type of mother that protects her children. Maybe I overdid it. You understand? Because I noticed that it affected some of them. But I won't call it a regret. I'm just a mother trying to protect her children.
That's really good. I mean,
Yes.
most mothers want to do that. When I was growing up, and you're like, that if I tell you, mommy, I want to go out, and you're like, I should not go. I'm angry. I'm frustrated because I want to go out. But as I grew older, I understood it in two different ways, because one was maybe fear, and the other one was like a discernment, that because you know where this was going to lead to. So it's actually maybe ordered my steps in a way. So I'm grateful for that. But I also advise parents not to be overly protective.
Yes, yes.
Me, I'm learning.
Yes. When my children mingles with people, mine is to know who they mingle with.
Okay.
It will help me to feel a bit relaxed.
When you know their friends.
When I know their friends.
What are the most important lessons your parent taught you? I mean, not most important lesson. Like, for example, now, like while we were growing up,
Okay.
there was a way that you were beating us. That you know, this kind of African parents beating, and I think you really did that with my cousins, my elder cousins that stay with us, which actually are my siblings as well, and my younger brother and myself. But from the third one to the last one, it's as if maybe you use butter hand for them, and at some point I actually felt jealous. So why that change?
My parents are very disciplined, especially my dad. My dad will flog you in a way that he don't need to do the same thing the next time. His cane alone is enough to teach you a lesson. I can still remember the last time he flogged me. I was in SS2. Imagine. And it's not even a fault of mine, but he's the one that didn't even want to listen whether it's your fault or not.
Listening.
Yes. But I stopped. I changed because I wanted to do it better. I do more of talking. I became more of friends with them. Yes, with my children. I became more of friends. I talk to them. I became more real. I try to be their friend. I try to understand it from their own point before taking some actions. Yes. So I stopped that too much beating. I decided to discipline them in my own way. Growing up, I didn't really see it as loving this person more or not loving the other person more. Among my siblings, I can say I'm the person that my father flogged the most. I'm a bit stubborn.
You're stubborn.
Yes, I may not be proud of it, but yes, I am. So he can flog me at any slightest of it. I noticed that he didn't flog my Adanne the same way he flogged me, because my Adanne is on kind of a quiet type, but we that every other person think that we are the extreme.
Stubborn.
Yes, maybe stubborn or at the extreme, gara gara. Every of our attitude is mistaken.
People mistake.
Yes. Growing up as a mother, I decide to pay more attention. I decide to do more of listening. I decide to understand where they are coming from. I decide to encourage. I decide to be more real. Yes, I decide to be more real, to be their friends. Yes, and sincerely, it really helped me. All of us cannot be the same. Yes, I noticed that on my children. That's why you could say maybe I deviated from the way I discipline others.
Because of the differences in character.
Yes, because of the differences in character. I noticed that there's a child you can hush and the person will stay back, but there are some you can hush
and they will be looking at you eyeball to eyeball.
Not just looking at you eyeball to eyeball, they will even run away. And from that running away, you may lose that child.
You will lose the child.
Yes, you will lose that child. So that is where it seems, if there's no varieties of character, they won't be fun. And that's where, yes, that's when I would say, wow.
You have to draw the line.
Yes, I have to draw the line to relate with each and every one of them according to, the way they behave.
On that now, how were you able to relate with each one of them according to their character without address each person and not make the other one feel jealous that you're laying so much attention on this child?
Yes, I pay attention. Like I said, I pay attention to each one of them. You understand? And I try listening. Definitely as a child, when they are that age, they will feel that, you are paying attention to, more attention to one, or you treat
one better than.
But later they will find that as long as you are paying that attention and doing it right, they will go to a state they will understand that yes, it's not really partial. You are not being partial. Just that, wow, I'm this. Definitely the other one is this. She's only trying to, balance.
I'm actually learning. Oh God. Sometimes I'm just praying that, oh God, how did my mom do it? How did my dad do it? Because I really want to do better in raising my own children. On to the next question.
Okay.
How did you feel when we fought each other as siblings?
I feel uncomfortable, but along the line, I noticed that, like I said, it's necessary. If they don't, how will they know each other? I believe in provoking someone to know their reactions. Yes. If they don't provoke each other, they will not know the reaction of each other.
Is it like to intentionally provoke each other?
No, not really. Like when you are kind of the quiet type, and sometimes you will stay on your own, even as a child. The other one is looking for who to play with. Coming to meet you at that particular time, you may not need.
I'm like this.
Yes. So that alone is not deliberate.
We actually provoke.
Yes.
How were you able to resolve the issue? Because that resolving issue now, it's now very important, because that is when maybe you flog this one, you don't flog this one, or you raise your voice on this one, you don't raise your voice on this one. Then the other child will feel like, my mother does not love me, my father does not love me, so let me, that is when
it's of 2 or 3 ways. There are sometimes I shout, please close your mouth. There are sometimes you flog the two people involved. There are sometimes you ask, even in that place of shouting and flogging the two people involved, you still ask questions. You know, you still ask questions, but make a decision to flog either both of them or just shout. And another thing, you can choose to ask, let them give you in details of what happens. In that detail, you know who to flog. And you can even state it. This is the reason I flogged you, and this is the reason I did not flog this one. You understand? That reason is what, even if that child in his or her sucking mood that my mom hates me or not, something inside of him or her will definitely tell him or her that I deserve this flogging now. Yes, but as a child they may not understand it. No. But on the growing up, definitely they will. Yes.
But
not that you hate each other.
Children that are actually stubborn.
Yes.
That are stubborn. That
yes.
Even when they know they are wrong.
Yes, and in that liking each other and not liking each other, I notice it when as a young mom. I like when I dress up and I'm told, wow, you are beautiful.
Even now?
Yes, even now. Yes, even I cannot
now.
Deny that. I love it. I love to appreciate. That's why most time I appreciate people. I tell them, wow, you look beautiful, you know. It has a weight. Gets to you.
That's your love language.
Yes, that's my love language. So, I have a child that back there that will tell me immediately I come out, she will be like, mommy, that child will be like, mommy, you are beautiful, you look beautiful. Even as a 2 or 3 years old, from that stage. And that alone makes me as if, wow, I feel like carrying this child up, you know. But I noticed that others mistaking it to be liking this one, which never crosses my mind. In as much as I would have loved to carry her up, wow, thank you. But I can manage to say, wow, thank you with a smile. So others will not misunderstand it. As parents, we will find a way of balancing our children for them not to feel that I love this one more than this. Even if in your mind, there's one of them or two of them that you may like more than, not because you hate others, but because there's something that this person is doing
that is making you feel good.
Yes, that is making you feel good. We should learn how to balance it.
Siblings too that fight, I think sometimes what still bonds them together is how they grew up, what their parents taught them. You need to love each other. And I remember then we used to eat in one tray.
Yes, I learned that from my family and the place I grew up to.
Let me also add this too, because when we were eating in one tray, I'll be like, because I don't like when I'm eating with someone and the person will be using spoon to. So I felt like, do we really need to eat in one tray? It was irritating. I mean, it was annoying. Like you're eating and maybe they'll be talking, gisting, and I'm like, quiet. I mean, sometimes I will drop my spoon and say that, oh, I'm not eating again, or I'll just maybe leave angrily. I remember what you used to tell me then, that maybe I should go and hit my
Apart from my father that is alone, all of us, the mothers, the children, we eat together.
Wow.
Yes, ours is our own self. The pot of soup will be there, and everybody will be carrying soup the way you like, and they will be putting another. I found the togetherness as fun. Where I grew up again, both the husband and the children, we will put our food on a tray. The mother and the children, we still eat together on a tray, and we can gist. And
even till now.
Yes, we still do it till now. It helps me, and I love it. I loved it because there you can, even if you don't want to eat, you will eat. Even if you are quarreling with the other person,
you will still eat.
You will still eat. Even if you don't want to talk, you'll be forced to talk because yes, we didn't respect the table manner of do not talk while you are eating.
No.
But ours is different. Even if you don't want to talk, definitely you will talk. You will interact. You will relate.
It's really a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Okay, coming to the end of this our discussion, do you maybe have like something you would want to advise siblings, parents, mothers, or how to do better in raising their children, in being a better example to their children as well?
Raising children is a tough and continuous journey. Very tough one. It doesn't really end. As a mother, raising children doesn't end. You can only say there's a stage you get to and you feel a bit relaxed or relieved.
Okay.
But it doesn't end. So I will advise them, one, you have to believe in your mind that you see these children, I'm going to raise them. Yes, you see these children, I'm going to do my best to make sure they come out being their best. You see these children, I'm going to be their friend. You know, give yourself those values you want them to have. Now believe in God that all this, I can achieve all this. It will help you to, discharge every duty accordingly. This is the courage you have, that you did not regret, you did your part.
And you keep backing them in prayer.
And you keep backing them in prayer. Like I said, motherhood doesn't end.
It's a continuous.
It's a continuous thing.
My grandma still prays for us at this point.
Yes, I met her one of the days I traveled. An elderly woman kneeling, mentioning the name of her children, praying for them. That is when I know that, wow, motherhood doesn't really end. If we have opportunity of praying with them, even in the grave, like I do tell my children, we do still do that. That's motherhood. It doesn't really end, because unless you don't really know what you want for your children, but if you truly know what you want for your children, you do your part and allow God to do the rest.
Thank you very much.
You're
welcome.
I'm blushing.
Thank you. And now we are wrapping up. Because we see a lot of things happening in the society today, and the family is the smallest unit, but then it's the essential unit in keeping a nation. So, and a lot of things, some mothers do not pay attention to these things, and siblings just grow, and we see so many things happening in town today: thuggery, violence, bullying. These people came from somewhere. They came from families. Of course, they make their decisions as well. What do you think?
In raising children, don't forget to be that value they are looking up to. Like I said.
So you are setting example.
Yes, you are setting example. In that your example, you can make some mistakes. Deliberately, not deliberate. But the most important thing is that standing up from that mistake, correcting it, and continue the journey.
So it's a continuous journey.
It's a continuous journey.
It's a continuous journey.
Yes, it is.
It's a continuous journey.
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's been a wonderful time. It's a special Omugo season. It's a real one, spiced with pepper and salt and all the delicacies. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope you got something from this. I want you to pick out the necessary points you need, because it's a lot. Even myself, I'm picking.
Yes.
Thank you very much.